Guys, anything that has regret attached to it is a message from above telling you that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Regret is your fucking guideline. So if you take part in an act and then there's instant regret after it, that just means you're not supposed to be doing it. Today's Friday, and let's say about 2 to 3 years ago, I would look forward to the weekends every single fucking week. Every week. Had no fucking purpose in my life. I wasn't chasing any goals. Any fucking goals. I was still in the gym, but I really wasn't chasing anything. I didn't really have a specific goal set for myself. For me, it was just about getting in shape so I can look good for other people. Let's just say that. Right? Everybody wants the abs and the muscles for the women. And that's really all I cared about. So if I had abs, that was good enough for me. And when I would fucking go out on the weekends, right? Every time after I went out, partied, or went to a bar, whatever it was, anytime I went out and I took part in degenerate acts, even if it wasn't in the moment, like drinking, even if I didn't have regret in that moment, I always had regret the next day when I woke up. I always found myself on my phone texting somebody apologizing to them for the way I acted. Or I regretted drinking the night before because I'd wake up sick as fuck. And I always would tell myself, like, I'm going to quit. But then Saturday came, I would sleep all day, sleep off the hangover, then go back out Saturday night. And I lived that cycle for fucking years, since I was in fucking high school. I'm 23 now. So from fucking 16 to 21, I was living in this endless fucking loop to where Monday sucked, Tuesday sucked, Wednesday sucked, Thursday was all right because the weekend's almost here, and Friday was great because the weekend was here, and I could go out and not be myself for a few hours, and it would just be a repeated process. I didn't, like all those years, I thought I knew myself, but I didn't really know myself at all. And when I finally started to actually know myself, is when I cut out all that shit. The smoking, the drinking, just all those vices, anything that was negative. And once I finally cut that shit out, man, like I said, that's when I finally got to know myself, got to understand where I wanted to head in life, and I had some type of direction. And then I actually started setting goals for myself and actually having something to work towards and having some purpose in fucking life. And then most importantly, that's when I got to know God. Was when I put myself in isolation. But all those years of just that regret and having that negative internal feeling led me to where I am now. So sometimes, like, us as human beings, we have to go through years of self-sabotage and having that regret and having all that negative, or just taking part in that negative shit, so we can eventually hit a breaking point and start building ourselves into this new identity, into a whole different person. But like I said, I did not know the entire time that regret was my guideline. Because what I believe in is that regret is just a notification from above, God, creation, universe, whatever your religious beliefs are, telling you you are off your path. And that's not what we're supposed to be doing. Because God put us here to live our purpose and to do the works that He has set up for us. And for a while, I didn't believe I was put on this earth to do anything special. But every single one of us is put on here, put on this earth, this plane, to do something special. But a lot of people get stuck in that endless loop. That loop that I just explained. That every day of the week is shit except for the weekends. Because we get to get away and not be ourselves. But the whole goal is to create an individual to where you love yourself so much to where you're not willing to not be yourself for those couple hours. And that's why I quit. That's why I went sober. Because I'm not, like, I love myself so much. I don't want to not be myself for just those few hours. It's not fucking worth it. And I know that not being myself will disconnect me from our Creator. And there's not a moment in my life today where I want to be disconnected. Because if we're disconnected, we can't download these messages and continue on our journey to create this best version of ourselves in every single area of this fucking life. And I really wanted to share that with you guys, because if you find yourself in that loop that I explained, that God has something bigger for you. There's no one on this earth who is better than you or who deserves more than you. There's nobody, I don't give a fuck who they are. You guys have to understand that you can have anything you want in this life. But you just have to be willing to sacrifice everything. And you'll know what to sacrifice, because you'll hear it from within. That inner voice is your guideline to live in the life you want. So guys, take the time in your life to actually get to fucking know yourself. Cut out all the distractions. Drop devices. Get to know God. Get to know yourself better than ever. So there's a lot of people on this earth who don't know themselves at all. They don't know the potential they fucking have. Because they're so busy just blocking. They're so busy not knowing themselves, if that makes sense. They're so busy taking part in these acts, and those acts lead to them not being themselves. Whether it's smoking that weed, drinking that bottle, sleeping around with women, endless entertainment. Everybody needs to fucking get to know themselves. Because once you know yourself, you will unlock that higher self. Because you, right now, are not your higher self. I'm not my higher self yet, but I'm on the path to unlock that higher self. So guys, drop the fucking vices. Stop taking part in acts that have instant regret. Anything that has regret attached to it, don't fucking do it. Guys, I fucking love you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.